What's up, everybody? It's your boy Roy and Cameron coming back at you with another one. We knock out Mr. Freeman parts 60, 61, and 62. Let's get it.
Yep.
Oh, goodness, how incredibly much I've missed you, my precious, darling know-it-alls. My clever boys and girls, my kitties and bunnies. I see from the tears in your eyes that you haven't forgotten about your bestest buddy, good old Freeman. And that you're ready to keep on solving riddles and searching for messages. But we don't have much time, so let's concentrate on what's important. The world has finally gone completely bonkers. And so, today, I'm pleased to say my traveling circus is now presenting a completely new show. How guys came up with our money!
There were grandpas and there were turnips, but there was no dough. People would just exchange what they had for what they needed, like a turnip for a wagon and the wagon for a jug of wine. A simple and easy to understand system. And if there wasn't enough of something like nails or arrowheads due to the fact that almost no one knew how to work with metal, then obviously those things were worth more. Later, people started exchanging rare metals, and if someone got rich, they would carry around half a ton of gold with them like an idiot. It was inconvenient, and you could get robbed. So people decided to turn in their heavy objects for safekeeping. And that's how banks came about. They chopped up everything they got into equal chunks and introduced the gold standard. And the notes from the banks that promised the bearer metal in exchange eventually turned into paper money.
It was all simple.
Alright, well, that's definitely how the banking system happened. Trade.
So whenever
Did you see the blacksmith dragging the chick because he traded nets for a chick?
I was like, that's what they're freaking trying to pull off as slavery or something like that. Like human trafficking.
It's products, bro. Back in the days, products.
Well, yeah, like they were sitting there trying to show off, as in okay, back in the day, anything was tradable. Turnips for a wagon for a bottle, a freaking apple you could probably trade for a lady.
Resources for resources. The blacksmith one was hilarious. Like, you traded nails, you got a female out of it. That's crazy. But no, the whole banking thing that's exactly how it went from common trade and it worked its way up to a bigger level. Well, that's pretty straightforward. Let's dive into it.
Simple and clear. There was no way for a bourgeois to line his pockets. But quite recently, with the help of some clever words and some wise-ass verbal gymnastics, all of the dough makers managed to abolish the gold standard. Which means they screwed everybody. Come, celebrate, little man. In the past, you would exchange your money for actual gold. But now you'll be exchanging it for consumer purchasing power. Which means that now currency is nothing more than ink and paper, with an order from above to regard this typographic composition as happiness and the highest good. And those who oppose this order are wheeler dealers, instigators, terrorists, and sodomites! But I'm here to open up your eyes, my dear friends. Think now. There will not be one single atom of jest in my call to action. Now, the government provides and cares for all of our streets, which is good. But that doesn't mean that you're not personally allowed to plant a tree or paint a fence. It's said that good deeds shall multiply. Also, the government prints all the lovely money, and that's good as well, because currency is the lifeblood of the economy, and the faster it flows, the more lively the economy will become. And oh yes, the good deeds, they shall multiply, whether it's electronic money, gift certificates, or bubblegum trading cards. Attention! Everyone has the right to issue their own money. And that, my friends, is the biggest of bourgeois secrets.
Some secret.
That's exactly right, the way the money works. The whole example of work, consume, die, when it had the working money and they had them watering the the grave. Because they took away the gold. People don't know what Fort Knox is anymore. Most people will be like, "What's that?" If you talk to young people, they have no clue that we used to have gold that represented the money you carried
not only
around.
that, a lot of people don't even know what frickin' Stonehenge is.
There's a bunch of stones somewhere.
Yeah.
It's a picture in my history book now. That was a pretty straightforward situation too, because it's true the government. If you try to say anything up about the way things are ran, you're automatically labeled as something they'd get rid of you.
Well, yeah. I mean, they basically what I'm also taking from that is like the government tries to want to just isolate you and only want to make you learn and know what they are willing to let you know and learn. In a sense.
Work, consume, die. This is your destiny.
Death and repeat.
Unless you break the cycle. Alright, let's continue.
Suppose John the Smith paints 100 extraordinary pictures. He sells them all to his neighbor for $50 and suddenly dies soon after, most probably from drinking. The neighbor takes them to the city and doubles his dough by selling the pictures to some art profiteer he knows. The dealer hangs them in his trendy gallery and starts selling each one for crazy money. People ask, "Hey dude, why are they so expensive?" He answers, "John's dead, there won't be any more pictures, they're in short supply." The same crap's going on with Bitcoin. In this case, math doesn't allow an endless number to be produced. You can't just go and issue 100,000 million of them when you feel like it. Because John died, and they cost exactly as much as people are willing to pay for them. Just like some antique china or a used pair of Stalin's underwear. So anything that there's not much of and is difficult or even impossible to duplicate can work as dough. And that means that almost everything around us is made out of money. It's completely nuts.
There's also the good money of Mr. Silvio Gazelle. It works quite effectively, if you are wondering. Until people start getting shot for it.
I do like that because everything is basically a resource. If you make paintings, limited number, boom, you sell it. I like how you referenced the Bitcoin situation as well.
I like also how he said people also get shot for it.
Mm-hmm. That was a good video, but it's also a very straightforward video. You definitely understand the message they were talking about because it's very true. And I like the idea of everything being money because it is.
Oh yeah.
People put value on things. Like we decide what things are worth. How much are you willing to pay? That's what it's worth.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody usually makes a price. There's a price for everything. If you're rich, you can buy anything. Unfortunately.
Oh yeah.
Well, that video was pretty straightforward. I liked it. Let's get to the next.
There lived a man who constantly suffered. He always felt like he was too hot or too cold, like he had too much of this and not enough of that. One day he'd feel like jumping for joy, and the next like weeping in the corner. Over time, these feelings made his heart grow callous. His body crumbled, and the thoughts that swirled inside of his head thickened. And finally, when he stopped changing at all, death came and took him away.
Well, did you like living?
Death asked. Well, I didn't. Life has sun and love and pleasures, but it also has coldness, disappointment, and pain. But above all, I never found any meaning in it. Death chuckled.
When you went to the land of the living, there was a meaning, but you lost it there.
Okay, I'll give you a little advice on how to fix the whole thing. Just have a talk with the 3 teachers. They'll help you remember everything. After he said these words, Death turned into a moth, and the darkness fell. The darkness was silent and dense as a rock. I'm so scared and so cold. I'll never find anybody in this sticky darkness.
I've been waiting for you.
That was his first teacher, the Black God. He made his home down below and was darkness itself. He said the human soul continuously emits both happiness and suffering, which means the human is the ultimate cause of everything. But it's only when a human soul keeps these opposites in balance that his empire is ruled by freedom. Freedom, 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 freedom!
We'll pause it there. It's true, because life is magical and exciting. And then as it progresses in time, you get tired of it, and you're like, oh, everything sucks. It all gets very routine. and you lose the love of living.
Well, not only that, what I'm also taking from that is like you lose sight of what actually truly matters.
The things that made you happy to begin with. I do like him represent a duality because it's always duality. Like with pain, suffering, there's happiness. There's always duality in everything. So I like the whole twist back. Now he's talking about the three gods, and this is interesting. He's talking about the darkest one now. And trying to find balance is how you find freedom. It's funny because it's so true. Because when we're young, we want all these stupid things. We think those things will make us happy. Then we realize those things wouldn't make it. The happiness for a second, then it's gone. Buy a game, 70, 80. Oh, that's great. And a week later, like, oh, I have nothing to play. And then you find family and friends. And if you find real ones, you find out what life's really about. The things that really matter and bring happiness. But it's true. You gotta break free from the rat race. Any other words from you, my friend?
No, not. You hit it right there on the tee.
Happiness is a mindset you must acquire.
I've been waiting for you. And this was the second teacher, the White God, who dwelt up on high and shone as bright as light itself. He taught the human that eternity is the present moment, and the future as well as the past are really nothing more than different forms of human memory. But only then, when a human being doesn't live in the past or run away into the future, only then is his empire ruled by freedom. Freedom, 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 freedom!
Why aren't you looking for the third teacher?
I've been waiting for you. I want to tell you about the black and white gods. They were talking about the same thing, but in reality, they weren't.
So what were they talking about?
They were talking about me. I'm the one who decides between black and white. It is I who chooses between good and evil, between action and inaction. I and the world comprise the whole, and both of us fill one another. When I bring beauty into the world becomes wonderful. And when I bring destruction, it becomes merciless. That is the meaning. I remember.
Well, you found the third teacher, Death said. You, yourself. Now go, and tell people about it.
That's basically what we were talking about. Anything to add to what we saw? We kind of touched base on it prior. We talked duality and understanding what really matters in life and controlling your own happiness through.
Well, I mean, also, like how you need to break the cycle and just be free. And how I'm still trying to figure out what he's talking about. The third god.
But the third god, I mean, the dark god is bad action. The white god is good action. The third god is you, because you choose if you're good or bad. You choose if you bring good in the world, everybody gets happy. If you bring bad in the world, everybody gets sad.
Yep. Then also you got death right there.
Yeah. But
it's like, okay, you're gonna do a good deed or you're gonna do a bad deed, and I'm gonna be here for either one.
Right? Yeah, because at the end of the day, you end up right here with me. But I guess you're in where you end up at, deciding on how you live and what you do. I am thankful though, man, because some people are afraid of death, bro. I can honestly say that I'm not. Not that I'm rushing into it, but I'm not afraid of dying. Some people are. People that are afraid of dying, I think it's because they feel like they haven't done nothing with their life, or they're concerned with the actions they've done and how they live. And they worry. What if this is the only time I have on this planet? What if it's over and it's done? Well, if it is, you ain't got to worry about it because you won't know. But you best try to do the good things just in case, because if you end up in heaven or hell, and some people don't want to believe those are real. But if you don't, you want to believe gravity is real, but it's still affecting us. If you don't, so I play it safe.
Yep.
Do you have anything else to add before we continue?
Nope.
The black god talks about Earth and those living on it and inside of it. The white god talks about the sky and those living above our heads. The black god helps us to be closer to our roots. The white god encourages us to move on. The black god doesn't let us forget. The white god opens the future. The black god is inside of you. The white god is around you.
The black god is me.
The white god is me. The whole world is rocking, but it's balanced. There's no rest in anything. Rest gets destroyed by time.
Rest gets destroyed by the outside world. Rest is unstable.
Those who know how to keep balance by being now on the right, now on the left, now above, below, inside, outside, they are able to be above the world. It is they who are capable of being emperors.
Of the black and white gods.
Happiness always turns into sorrow. Tears always turn into laughter. Tenderness always gets rough with time. Friendship turns into love.
Love turns into habit. Habit
Into hatred. Hatred into solace.
Solace into curiosity. Curiosity into friendship.
The black god turns into the white god. The white god
Turns into the black god.
When the black god comes to light, he becomes gray, like everything else around. When the white god sinks into darkness, he becomes gray, like everything else around. When the black god looks like the white god, and the white god looks like the black god, everything becomes colorful. When the black god and the white god integrate into a whole, the self is revealed. Consciousness is the white god. The body is the black god. I am the black god and the white god. I'm the one who remembers what has been and thinks about what will be. I am the one who is neither in the past nor in the future. I am now. The whole world is an eternal now. I am the center of this world. I am the center of my reality.
All right, what are your thoughts on that, my friend? Basically dived in balance again, and
Yeah.
and I like how I went through all the different things, because that is the cycle. Everything turns into that, to that, to that, to that. Because people hate, because even habit, you do begin to hate habit because you get tired of the same old, same old.
Oh yeah.
So go ahead. What are your? The whole video was great. I enjoyed that whole situation, dude.
Yeah. So like I was thinking of it as in where it's like such a repetitive cycle, like how the whites
Everything is a
gods turn
cycle.
into the black, and then how love turns into that, and then it slowly progresses, turns to hatred, and then hatred turns back into friendship. So I was thinking of it as like just a constant loop.
And your true self is revealed from all the actions and inactions you do in life. What you go through, how you act, corresponding to what happens to you. And the balance, once the two are done, you find out who you really are deep down. I don't know. That's just... What are your thoughts? People in the comments, feel free to drop your ideas. What are your thoughts on these videos? I know you're listening to me and Cameron, but I think everybody should like... I mean, I love these... The reason why I like Mr. Freeman videos, right, is because they make you think. First off, you know there's going to be a bunch of hidden stuff in there. Obviously, you see all the hidden, like, scriptures and stuff he throws in other videos, or hidden numbers, which lead to other things, which that's a whole nother dive. But that's something to do in your own time. If you watch these videos, feel free to do all those things. Pause and catch all those. But that was a good video, man. What are your thoughts on that, Cameron? Do you have any input or?
Oh, I
anything
liked
else?
it.
That was good. All right, you ready for the next one?
Yes, sir.
Let's begin.
Lo and behold, my darling friends, there is no going back. Been waiting for the end of the world? Well, here it is! Sign here! The mechanism showed signs of life and then began functioning. Through the commotion and chaos, nobody even noticed how the mind, zombified by global brainwashing, suddenly turned on and started to work! New rules, new moves, new mindset, and brand new time! And all of you who are capable of thinking have already started updating your firmware. I see promising and significant signs of recuperation. Suddenly and unexpectedly, you began to write to me truly intelligent letters. The toy army turned out not to be so toyish. And they are becoming aware of it, and they're scared. Because they missed the moment. They waited till the day had passed when everybody burdened with gray matter should have gotten a pickaxe to the skull! So none of that cranial jello mold will ever turn on again! Let's all apologize to them for not living up to their expectations and hopes that we're a herd of idiots ready to obediently go to slaughter with our tongues shoved up our assholes. The viral ad actually worked. Come on, buy, damn it, buy! Come and get your revolution of consciousness. And anyone who's laughing at these words knows deep down inside that Freeman is right! I never wanted a revolution that was bloody or violent. I never called for slaughter, called for cold lead smearing human brains on the walls. There can be only one kind of revolution. A revolution of consciousness. And only that. All the rest is just a mindless meat grinder designed to turn flesh into moolah. I'm proud of you, friends. Those who decided not to waste their lives chasing after status or the hype or jerking off to the golden calf. Those are just the saccharine, gooey pillars of a gingerbread house with nothing but sticky walls and filthy hands inside. The old world dies, along with those who cannot understand the new. Lo and behold.
Fantastic video. Cameron.
Yeah.
That was
whenever he was like, some people like, they like die or whatever, don't understand.
Because they're already dead inside, bro. A lot of people, they don't have any thoughts going on upstairs, man. There is no lights on. People are zombies, bro. They don't think for themselves. Like, I think the whole video, I feel like congratulations for like, because he didn't think that many people would watch the videos, and then people started writing him letters, I'm guessing, which gave him hope again. That, you know, minds are waking up from the zombie. You know, normally everybody's zombie, doing the phone or whatever, not thinking from. But this is making people like think and use critical thinking skills, which is the one thing we are lacking today is critical thinking skills. Logic has gone out the window, and crazy insanity has ran off people's feelings and emotions, and that is the problem with a lot of things that are happening today in 2024. But what are your thoughts?
I think that like you hit it right on the tee. Everybody is all about their electronic phones nowadays. They don't care too much to have human interaction, or their human interaction is, oh, let me just FaceTime my mom. Let me check on her, you know, instead of actually physically going over there, you know. And so sometimes like it's better to limit yourself to this and have it only every once in a while if you actually need it.
Well, the biggest
get outside, smell the roses, you know, go on a walk.
Yeah, the biggest problem is everybody's so connected with the internet and stuff, but they're so disconnected. They care so little about each other. And back in the day, something bad happened, somebody's trying to help them. Now they just videotape you dying. They'll watch you fucking die, and they will videotape it for likes and subscriptions because they're fucking trash.
Oh, hold on. Cops are harassing. Oh, let me record it. They're gonna shoot me though.
All right. Well, let me get this. But even people getting shot, people getting beaten. I've watched so many people get killed on video. People just like, you get just likes because subscriptions. Gotta get subscribe, follow.
I've seen it in a video. Oh, this person's harassing this person. Look, they're about to shoot, kill him. Oh, how dare they shoot, kill him? You're recording it, really?
Dude, that's how it's sad, man. It's just sad, dude, because nobody cares about anybody. Everybody's so everybody's just don't care. They're so used to it. They just become numb. Everybody is numb. School shootings happen all the time. Nobody cares. Like, oh well, how many got dead this time? This is just a standard rotation. Oh, some cop shot somebody. How many times they shoot them? How many clips were emptied? If somebody fought, what did they fight over?
Yeah, I love it whenever like you sit there and you're like mind your own business. Like even if you have a buddy or yours, even if whoever you work with, and you're just doing your job or whatever, and you're like, yo, like your buddy walks up to you, yo, did you see the news? Well, no. I like those people because they're like not too engaged on their phone. They're not, well, I mean, I would already saw the news by now. They're like, oh, no, what happened? Cause they're eliminating themselves, and they're like, well, I don't even know what's going on. Oh, that happened. Like they actually get information from somebody else, and that I like that, because even if somebody is interacting a lot and using their phone a lot, they're having engagement with somebody who isn't, and like updating them, and that takes away from their phones sometimes.
Well, the biggest problem is most people don't think for themselves. They just follow the crowd. They want somebody to tell them what their opinion is, tell them what their thoughts are, because they don't have time to think about it or dwell on things. Like, well, I don't know, man. I vote this, I vote that. I don't know why things aren't working out. I'm not going to invest and do anything myself. I'm just going to blame somebody else for all the problems.
Well,
No accountability.
That, like there are certain people, like, yes, you're a human being. You're allowed to have your own opinion, but stick to your opinion. Like if somebody just like shoots it down,
stand your ground.
you don't have to crumple. Oh no, I see your point. Okay, let me follow you. Just stand your ground and just believe what you need to believe in. Don't let anybody tell you anything differently.
Unless you come to the decision yourself, that's the only time mindset should change. You should never change your mindset to please somebody. That's BS. Don't be fake. Be real. Let them hate you for who you are or love you for who you are. But at least it's real. And that's what we need, is more real. Well, that's about it for this one. Any other closing words, Cameron?
Well, other than my YouTube channel is Cameron Cartmill, all one word. Come over there, send me a follow.
Absolutely. Go follow my brother. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully he gets back into streaming and stuff like he used to do more often. I'm trying to get back into YouTube too, man. I'm like, I can't. I did the comeback video. Now I'm trying to get videos dropped and schedule them so I have something coming out instead of nothing.
Oh yeah, I'll keep this one very short and sweet, but I'm super duper excited about it. Don't come out until like November, December. The new Indiana Jones, the video game. They're flat out making an Indiana Jones video game.
And hopefully it's good.
It looks good on trailers.
I'll have to watch you do a playthrough, bro, because I'm not buying it. But that's it for this one, guys. We will see you all in the next one. Peace.